Welcome to Pints and Leaders is another episode where we grab a pint, share a drink, and hear from local business leaders who have donated their time to bring you valuable insights, stories, and information. In one form or another, we're all in sales. It's an evolving game, and gaining a competitive edge could take you and your business to the next level. If you want to learn more, you can listen to our follow-up episodes for a deeper dive. So today we have Allie Stevens, the founder and owner and social media strategist at Social Buzz Marketing. Started her journey as an entrepreneur in 2019. What differentiates Allie from other marketing companies is her creative ability to think outside the box for educating her clients on what strategies will work best in their business. In a world where marketers can get a bad rep, she is determined to break the stereotype and rise above the noise. Through her journey, Allie has also discovered her love for teaching and is now launching Marketing Mastery with her partner, Catherine, to teach and empower business owners to become their own marketing gurus. That's kind of scary to think about.
It is.
Doing it all on your own.
It is.
But tell me a little bit about you. What got you into doing social media marketing specifically? Because there's all kinds of marketing, right? You could do a million different directions, different kinds of things, but what is about social media in particular that you were attracted to?
I think I like social media so much because it really, you can make a personal connection with people opposed to Google where you're just searching and it's more of a need. On social media, you have this ability to be creative and you can really capture people in that way and it makes it fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, scrolling through TikTok will keep me there for a few hours.
Yeah,
it's kind of dangerous. But maybe what is it that you love personally about social media? I mean, I see you on all the platforms. You're always doing cool videos and things like that. What is it that entices you to continue to help others to do it?
I think really just being able to help business owners grow their brands. You know, marketing is so confusing and there's just so many avenues that you can go and you can hire a marketer and, you know, not get the results that you want. So I think social media for me, I love putting out that educational value that where people can watch it and really gain something from it.
Do you ever get worried that you're going to give them too much information and they're just going to go out and do it on their own?
Never,
right?
Never.
It's just too much out there.
It's a lot. It's a full-time job. Yeah. So you can do a lot on your own, but are you doing it effectively? And it's going to take, 30 hours of your week if you really want to establish something.
You know, that kind of leads me into my next question for those that maybe have decided not to use a marketing company or your company in particular. What are some of the mistakes that you see them making and you're like, oh, just facepalm?
Yeah. So a lot of times I see business owners using Canva a lot, which is great tool to use, but they don't really make it personal. They use a lot of stock photos and, making it cute, which is nice. It looks good, but it doesn't get the engagement you want. Is like if you were to just take a photo of whatever, like you at an event, people are going to like that. They're nosy. They want to see what you're doing.
Sure. I like that. People are nosy. But
they are.
I mean, you give them something to be interested in. It's always, fun to see how many likes you got on it or how many people shared it.
Yeah.
Maybe a comparison. What do some small businesses do or don't do that bigger businesses do? Because may follow some pages of really big brands, that they may have great social media, like Wendy's comes to mind. They're hilarious and they're pretty witty in the things that they do. And then you've probably got the mom and pop deli down the street that probably has none. What are some of the differences for big companies versus small companies?
I would say one of the biggest differences I see that bigger companies are doing is paid advertising on Facebook, opposed to just, making a post. Generally speaking, when you make a post on your Facebook and Instagram, it only reaches about 2% of your existing audience without doing anything else. So paid advertising is a way to really hone in on your target demographic and push your promotions. And it doesn't even have to look like a promotion. It's, you can run something that's just brand awareness and getting your brand out there. And that's what a lot of them do to get a lot of traction.
Okay. That's pretty interesting. I never really thought about that. So a lot of the smaller companies, they may just try to go organic completely without paying for any of those promotions. And some of their great content may kind of fall to the wayside, right?
Right. Yeah, that happens a lot. A lot of my clients that come to me, they're posting, they're like, I'm getting no likes. And it's because it's really hard.
Sure.
So, Facebook is becoming almost more pay to play, because they're up against Google with the advertising side now.
Right.
So you have to do a lot more. Organic social media is going to take you at least 12 months and a lot of time.
Yeah. That meta will get you, huh?
It will.
Well, I actually forgot to do the most important part of our session, and that's sharing our drink.
Oh.
So today, Allie brought in some pink Moscato. I am not against this in any way. I am actually a fan of sweet wine. So thank you for bringing it in, and thank you for being here with us. Cheers.
Is it inappropriate to just chug it?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It kind of tastes delicious. So maybe if I'm a large or small company and I need help, I've recognized that I don't have the time to put 20, 30 hours a week into my social media, and I want to go out there and choose a marketing company. If I Google it, there's so many that come up. So what is it about a social media marketing company that I should look out for or maybe pick based on? What are some of those criteria?
Yeah, so when you're looking at a marketing company in general, whether it's social media or digital marketing, a lot of clients that come to me have gone with larger marketing companies or companies that specifically specialize in their industry. And those companies tend to do a lot of templates and stock photos and things like that. They don't really give you results. They're just kind of running things and, crossing their fingers. So, I would say that when it comes to marketing, you really want to look at, is this person going to be hands-on with you? Do they actually care? Are you doing monthly strategy meetings? Are you getting reporting? Things like that you want to look out for.
Sure. So maybe some companies, how do you recognize how they market? Because that's got to be tough. Maybe you ask them for their clients. How would you analyze a company like that?
I mean, when I do my research, I look at competitors. I look at, who are they, what is their goal? That's one of the main things that I ask a client. What is your goal in this? Is it brand awareness? Is it lead generation? So you really just want to focus on the client's goals and kind of go from there. That answers your question.
Yeah, absolutely. So if my goals were, I want to hit my very specific target market, how would you tailor my marketing to something like that?
I would recommend paid advertising, and we would go through your services, look at what you offer, what you make the most profit on, and the ideal demographics of each one of those services. So we're building out what's called customer profiles. So, we're saying, okay, this is our ideal demographic. They're ages 35 to 50. They're women. They shop at Publix and drive a Mercedes. We can specifically target those things on the back end.
Okay.
So I do a lot of that research and it's almost like a high level view of your branding. It's not, when I got into social media, I was just posting content for people. And then I realized, people want a return on their investment. And that comes more for paid advertising.
Okay.
And that's looking at every aspect of your business, including profit and how your business runs.
Sure. So as a business, I've got to be pretty keen on who it is I'm going for in the first place too. What if I don't? I'm sure you run into companies that are like, yeah, we do this service and everyone could be our customer. Do you help them narrow that down as well?
I do. You have to, because I get that a lot. I can help everyone. But if you're asking for everyone, you're going to get, probably no results because we're targeting a very broad audience.
Yeah, for sure. That makes absolute sense. So maybe my goal is just to get followers. I don't really care who it is. I just want my account to grow. Is that something that you do as well? And what is that strategy compared to the money-making strategy?
So it is something I do, and it's kind of similar with paid advertising because I can get those followers a lot faster, and they can be your ideal client.
Sure.
So we can really hone in on that and just run a brand awareness ads for page likes.
Okay.
I mean, I did that recently for a company, and they gained over 1,000 followers because they were brand new. They had nothing on their page, and they gained that many followers, I want to say, in a month.
Okay.
So it's a lot easier than you think. It's just paid advertising is the key.
Yeah, getting specific with it.
Yeah.
So let's talk budget. So maybe smaller companies don't have the big budget that bigger companies do. They probably spend $1 million a month, maybe more on their marketing. I know Super Bowl ads are like $7 million for 30 seconds. We're not talking that. We're talking about your average business owner in Tampa Bay. What is a monthly cost that they can expect to pay when they're hiring a company like yours? And what do you get with that?
So personally, I offer a few different options because I originally started this to help, specifically small business owners. So I would say, if you're really truly wanting results, you need between $1,000 and $1,500 a month budget. I've tried to do it for lower than that. You know, when I first started, I was offering things for like $250, $500 a month, but that was more content creation. And again, like I wasn't seeing a return on investment.
Sure.
So once I switched to paid advertising, there's a fee that Facebook charges for those ads. So you need a larger budget to really be able to make that work. If someone can do it for less, the chances are, you know, the results are going to be iffy.
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense. But that gives you a good bar to kind of target towards. If I'm going to do this, I might as well do it. Because if I'm spending $500 a month and hoping for the same results as $1,500, it's just not going to happen, right?
Right. Yeah. And I also offer like consulting at an hourly rate for people that, you know, don't want to go all in. And I do private social media lessons too. And that's one of the things, like the reason I'm launching the workshop. So business owners can have, you know, more access to tools and stuff like this without having to pay an arm and a leg.
Okay, tell me more about that workshop. Marketing Mastery, right? Have you done it? Have you launched it officially yet?
No. So
almost there.
Yeah, almost there. It's a lot of work. It'll launch next month.
Okay.
We're doing a mega marketing conference coming up soon, and that'll kind of be like our first debut with it.
In person?
Yep. In person. So we're super excited, but really it's just, we're going to start at the basics, and each workshop has 1 part and 2 part.
Okay.
So we're really going into depth about content creation, how to brand yourself. Even my partner, Catherine, she does the SEO and the web design, so, and the Google listing and how to get reviews. So we're going over all of that. It's a lot of information, but I think it'll be really great for business owners.
Very nice. Very nice. I mean, that is such a big part of business now. It's no longer advertising in the newspaper and or even knocking on doors and leaving your flyers on cars. Like, I mean, that may have some kind of return, but really you want to put your money and your time into the social media, everything digital, because everyone carries a phone, right? Everyone has 1,000 social media apps on there. And so that's kind of just where we're headed.
Yeah.
What do you see for the future?
For the future, for me or for business owners and marketing?
For business owners and for you and your companies.
Yeah. So for business owners, they really need to focus on branding themselves personally. That's what social media has always kind of been, you know, like more the personal aspect. But I feel like a lot of business owners hop on and just trying to advertise their services. So really, it's about making it personal, creating short clips and stuff of what you do, how you do it, just giving that educational value to your audience. And for me in the future, who knows? I don't know yet.
Yeah,
consulting and teaching. That's really what I love to do.
Yeah, that's what you love. So for those in Tampa Bay considering a social media marketing company, what are some advantages to having someone local? You know, I'm sure you could hire 50,000 companies in California, but their time zone sucks. It's way off of ours. But what are some advantages to having someone here in Tampa?
One of the advantages is when you hire someone local, they can be hands-on. They can meet with you. We can, you know, review your strategy together. You know, a lot of marketing companies also outsource, and, you know, like I outsource some stuff too, but more is like when you hire a smaller marketing company, they're not going to technically be outsourcing to, you know, another country, which a lot of people do, and the results are very iffy. So you really want to hire someone local that's going to be hands-on with you. We can do like content shoots and really grasp all of that and put it on social media for you.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And maybe, is there any resources that you recommend outside of obviously your workshops and webinars for people to consider and take a look at as they're formulating their social media plan?
Yeah. So one really good tool, well, I guess it's not really a tool, it's a website, but Social Media Today.
Okay.
That is a website you can go to. It'll tell you the most recent social media trends, what's changing within the platforms. That way you can stay on top of the algorithm.
Okay.
And then Facebook Creator Studio is a great one too. And that's where you can, it's free through Facebook, just facebook.com/creator studio. You can go and schedule your posts out so you're not having to manually post every day.
Okay. And I think one of my biggest questions is obviously Facebook, big platform for business in particular. You know, what are some maybe platforms to stay away from that really aren't going to get you a result, or maybe do all of them? You know, because Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, you know, Google ads, all of these are the first that come to my mind. Is there some that I'm missing that I should know? And is there some that I should probably not even worry about?
I would say LinkedIn should probably be in there. It's great for B2B. I use it to generate referral partners.
Okay.
YouTube is great as well. Snapchat, probably not. Twitter, a lot of people come to me with Twitter. I'm like, don't waste your time. You have to like tweet 15 times a day to really get anywhere.
Okay.
And great platforms. Again, Facebook's great. Instagram is great. So is TikTok. Really just video content is most important.
Yeah. And I know all of those take a lot of time and energy. So hiring someone to do that for us is ideal.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, Allie, I really appreciate your time today, and I hope everybody listening had some great takeaways. We're definitely going to have you back and talking about some more specific topics within marketing, especially as you launch Marketing Mastery. You and Catherine, I'm sure, are going to have some fun stories to share with us.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
All righty.